Welcome to Habitual Maker. My name is James. Today I will be going over the Shop Nation dust extractor upgrade that I bought for my Delta Cruiser. This was purchased by me. It's not sponsored in any way. I'm pretty sure the gentleman who owns Shop Nation has no clue who I am or ever watched one of my videos. But I watch his, so that's where we're at with that. Right now I'm going to go ahead and make a cut and show you how horrible it is without his upgrade. And you see the dust flying everywhere. It is horrible. Before purchasing this saw, I had heard that the dust extraction was very bad. That is a minor understatement. It's none. It doesn't exist. It is almost as if they designed it to throw dust at you. Right here, I'm actually complaining about how it is. It is say if you know it doesn't work in that state, and then when you start doing the slide motion, it messes it up and makes it actually worse, and it's just really really bad. I love the saw, except for that. It's like they forgot to do something about it, or I don't know. Very bad design. I love the saw any other way. So I'm going to show you the box. Basically, do like a little opening box. If I had turned my mic on, it would probably be a lot better. But I go over what's in the box and what I paid for it, which was about 50 bucks, give or take. I can't remember exactly. I went ahead and bought the big deal that came with all the little extras. It comes with like a bracket holder, an offset bracket to use a normal size shop vac. I have an undersized shop vac, so the hose is slightly smaller, and I actually don't need the offset because I have this little rubber thing I bought, and it works, but I'm not always going to be using the smaller shop vac. And so I went ahead and got that in advance, and that's the piece that goes right below the saw blade. It's 3D printed. It comes with a little piece of rubber you're going to bolt on there, and some things like that. It's a good quality. I recommend it, as you'll see in the rest of this video. I'm just kind of going over the video and, basically talking too much, kind of like I am right now. So go ahead and get to the video and show you after installing it what it's like. I will do a side-by-side so you can see for yourself the differences, and maybe this can help sway somebody one way or another if they want to purchase the Shop Nation dust extraction upgrade. It doesn't really have a special name for it, but here we go.
Okay, I got the Shop Nation chute on. Basically, there's two screws that are up in here that hold the old one on. Pull those out. You screw this thing to that, this little piece of rubber. To screw those in there, use the screws that were already there. But you do need some extensions. I have one of these and an extra long T20 from my Craig's jig. The Craig's jig is a couple inches shorter than this, but I have this to go with it for those tight squeezes, and then I bought an extra long one. Even if you just have the one for the Craig's jig and one of these, should be good. If not, it's gonna be kind of hard. You can't take the blade off to do it. You gotta leave it on. You gotta have it on with the blade on when you're doing it. Be careful. You could cut yourself. The blade sharp, but using the long ones keeps your hand out of the way. So borrow it, find it. If you got a Craig's jig, you should have one of these anyways because it'll make your life easier. And then if you buy these, they're like 2 inches longer than the Craig's jig ones. So as you see, it's still clean. Look, it's clean. It's clean. No dust. All right. So I haven't used it yet. So you're going to be the first to see. You just now I cut without it. All right. Let me hook up my vacuum. That would have been dangerous. All right. Let's got that on there. Vacuum on. These out of the way. Plug the saw back in. See, I worked on it with it unplugged. I'm a good boy. don't know. What do you think? The vacuum sucks. So, does it solve everything? God, no. Does it keep the sawdust from coming in my face? Yes. Miter saws are just, they're dirty in general. It was horrible. But this at least stops most of it from coming back at me and not going everywhere. Um, I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to blow this off with my leaf blower. Get it. Mwah. Right? And then I'm going to make another cut. And we'll see how dirty it gets. Then you can really see. Okay? Is that right? It's all right. Sunjo. It was like $19 on Amazon. Works great. Blow your car off after you wash it. Blow your sawdust off of everything. That was loud. I'm sorry. Okay. So it's clean. Just take a gander. See? Beautiful. Ooh. Ah. Shiny. Right? So it's good. Like that. It has the shadow line. That's pretty much why I bought it and didn't buy the Bosch. Wow, that sticker could have been put on better. Yeah, whatever. All right, let's do one more cut or two more cuts. We'll do one and do a second one. All right. So, see if you can see. I didn't hook up my vacuum. Here's the crazy thing. Even without the vacuum, it does a better job. Try that one more time. Hook up the vacuum. Okay. So, there is some dust. So you can see there is some dust. There's a little bit. But you saw how it was when I did initial cut. I will try my best. This editing thing's not my forte. To have a side by side of like the dust, and then you can see it's not perfect. But even the guy who bakes it says it's not perfect. But I want to say it's quite a bit better. I don't know percentages wise. Let's say if 100% was it got all the dust, I'd say it's a good 75, 80. Seeing as how before it was like 5. So $50, and that's the expensive one. That came with a hose clamp and a offset for the thing. You don't need that if you're just gonna run a vacuum straight to it, like I have. But I also am not using it. I bought that so when I do get an actual dust extractor, maybe hoping. but I think you can get it for like $40 or something like that. I'd pay $40 to not have sawdust blown in my face. All right. Well, I hope that helps somebody make their decision. Um, Not perfect, but man, it's a lot better. So, Shop Nation, thanks a lot. Uh, Keep making good stuff for us. Appreciate it.